and popped him up on like that. And they probably was like looking like, whoa, oh yeah, we do our homework on you, Nate. So my thing is, here's a question to you. Everywhere I go, I see Nate Boyd, from potholes to roaches to rats to garbage. Sometimes you get information, you show up. I seen you at the police accident. Sometimes you just show up there. Do you be near the area or somebody call you up? How that work?
A lot of times people call me up about this stuff. Like I got somewhere I got to go to today.
Mm-hmm.
People done called me up. It's a dangerous situation. I got to go to it. I promised them I'll be there yesterday, but so much is going on.
You promised her.
I promised her today. I didn't say I promised, but I said today. I like to keep my word.
Mm-hmm.
But today is now become tomorrow, which is today. But anyway,
and so, you a vet? You a vet? You a vet?
I am.
I'm a vet as well.
82nd Airborne Infantry used to jump out them airplanes.
There you go.
But my passion, you got to understand, man, my passion is with the people. I come from here. I was born here. I was raised here. To see the change that's going on now, it hurts.
What if you don't get it right? What if you don't get it right? You apologize if you get the story wrong? That's my question.
Absolutely. If I get the story wrong, I do tend to apologize. I do tend, and people tend to sometimes criticize me for it. But the bottom line is, we all make mistakes and we all human. Okay, there's nobody perfect. At least I'm out here striving to get the information out and do what the people.
What if it wasn't for Facebook? Would you still have the power that you have now? Facebook has helped you tremendously across the nation. People know you from just that, but I know you from just growing up. But if it was not for Facebook, well, would you be the like the Simba? You know what I'm saying? Just pushing just Buffalo, or would it just be all over?
I don't know. I think I don't know, but I think my destiny is tied to Buffalo because I done left here 3 times.
Yeah.
And drawing back. Yeah. You understand? Last time I left here, I said I ain't never coming back out. I gave him heaven. I was out of here. You understand? I was not coming back.
Right.
Then my sister Sherry died. My nephew needed me. I came back here. My spirit said, "Sell all your stuff and do what I tell you." Mm-hmm. No, not again, God. Don't do it again. Mm-hmm. But he did it to me again. See. So you gotta see my eyes for water.
Man, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Ain't not my eyes water when I just think about I just think about what's going on, but y'all could understand me.
This is the real Nate Boyd.
God done saved me from a lot of stuff, you know what I mean? I beat cancer naturally. You gotta understand who I am. I'm 65 years old. I'm an old man, but I'm an old lion. I'm still out here with this spirit and with this courage, you know what I mean? That come from the creator. So I can't stop. I get tired, but I can't stop. I mean, the people, they reach out to me. They need me and I need them. But mostly I need y'all. I need y'all to keep sharing this stuff because it's these views, it's these people, man. It's when I go to a spot like Family Dollar and I get 200,000 views in 2 days.
Right.
You understand?
And they clean it up.
And they clean it up the very next day. You understand? Right. When I go where I'm going today and do what I'm going to do, and then tomorrow they're going to fix it, I can almost guarantee y'all, because it's a very unsafe area. But the thing is, we're trying to build a team. I can't keep on doing this stuff by myself. I done told you I'm an old man. I got great grandkids.
So what we got in the studio with us over here?
This is the future.
This is the future.
This is the future.
You hear?
I do want to comment on something that you said a second ago about being able to say when you get the story wrong. I've said a lot that it gets very hard for people that are trying to be that voice if they can't get grace. And the softer of a landing we can create for our leaders when they do get it wrong, the higher not only will they be willing to jump, but the more willing they'll be to be honest about it. I'd rather someone tell me, honestly, I didn't really have this right. And just keep saying, man, this is what it is, man. Everybody else lying when they know that they're in the wrong.
Check out Nate Boyd.
The more grace we can give you to be like, man, you don't have to be perfect. You just got to be there. I think the better it can allow you to do your job. So I want to give you your flowers for that and your props because you're doing it, even when sometimes I know that falling or crash pad may not be the most comfortable.
Getting it wrong sometimes you really have to humble yourself and tell the folks that's listening, dude, I got it wrong. Folks don't, I'm human. You know what I'm saying? And, because I know they were talking about the accident with the police car, and I believe they were on a chase or whatever they were. And people were like, here they go again. I'm like, you don't know all the facts, but sometimes we say things.
Hey, dude, I just pulled up, and that was going on. I was on my way to drop my man off at work. I had my partner in the truck with me. He lived right around the corner from that. We was blocked out and couldn't get past. So I simply did the video to let people know what was going on.
So many people now you got this new dude that's in the city of Buffalo, and I think he white, and he all over the place. He actually following the scanner. You're not following the scanner. Of course, you're following the community. Of course, and that's the different part about it. When you start following the scanner, you like chasing. You're like an MLF chaser.
Yeah, for what?
And for what? Now you're trying to bank on that, and now people seeing it, and to the point that I'm like, nah, you ain't a Nate Boyd. You know what I'm saying? Nate Boyd, I commend you for that. Then Austin, you here with the Northland Corridor. How long you been working for them?
I've been there for about a year and 9 months now.
Wow,
so I'm coming up
congratulations.
on 2 in a little bit. But I've been there for a while, and I've even in my time there, as we're refining our processes and getting better at what we're doing.
How old are you?
I'm 21.
21.
Just now making it.
Yeah, just,
Man, listen, you're 21 and you've been there for 2 years.
Yeah.
Look,
Wow.
and you know what? And when you got a caller? Caller, you're on the air. Voice your opinion.
Yeah, I got a quick question. Brother Nate, I hear you got a new space on Bailey. Can you tell me where it's in there, what cross street it's near?
Yeah, it's at 2824 Bailey Avenue. The cross space is Cloverdale, and it's also
I'm sorry, I'm on the street, so it's loud noise. Can you speak a little louder?
Yeah, it's corner Cloverdale and Bailey, where that store is on the corner. If you know where Louis is at and Street Games is at, it's right cat corner to there. And when you go there, you'll notice the place. Although I don't have the signs up, you'll notice there's a suit in every part of the window.
Okay.
You'll notice there's a fine dress suit in every part of the window. So that establishes where we at and where I'm at. So.
Okay, brother. Peace. I just wanted to know.
Thank you for the call. Voice your opinion.
Peace.
So you haven't introduced your mom. You know, your mom is over there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think because I think it's important, and she'll probably touch on what she does as well. But when we look at, and Jim was the one that really, when you had a knowledge, it becomes your job to share it. So why am I talking to young professionals? Because I got my job at 19 at a place where I know Northland absolutely took opportunity on me, and I'm not gonna say I didn't have anything to do with it in my interview, but I'm young and I'm a professional. In that same token, I know we got a caller, so I'm probably gonna let you talk after, but. My mom, same thing with professional.
Here with the caller. Go ahead,
caller. This is a throwback. Go ahead, call you on there. Good morning.
Hello?
Hello.
Murray.
Yes, sir.
What's your opinion? It's Pastor Luke Curtis Bishop.
Oh, no, Bishop. Where you at?
What's up, Tim?
Man, you know where I'm at, man. I'm in Albany, man. We love you, man. Come on, man. I got the one and only, man, Thomas Gang here, man.
Oh, do you?
So big, it's crazy. We at Kathy Oprah office, man. We right in front of her door.
Are you? Wow. So what you there doing, Bishop? I know you was late. I was getting ready to do a collection, but you know, you're in Albany. What you doing in Albany, real quick?
Man, listen, I'm gonna let the legend himself voice his opinion, man. You know, this moment and this opportunity, man. I see you got Nate Boyd in the building, man. You got some heavy hitters in there.
Man, I got some heavy hitters.
They better put an offer in the place.
I got Austin.
No,
I got the family. His mother and Jimmy Darby just walked in late as usual. But what are you doing?
Blast me out. Where's Buffalo, man? I'm telling you, man. I don't know. We're gonna talk about that when I get back to the town.
So what are you doing?
About Boys Buffalo? We see Nan here. We know you here, Murray, because Nan is here.
Nan is there as well. So what are you doing in Albany right now?
We got a few people from Buffalo, but I'm going to let the legend, man, speak his speech. Tell Jimmy, don't start talking now, because the legend on the phone.
Legend. Go ahead.
Thank you, Pastor. And I also want to thank the pastor for giving me this opportunity. And to all the people in Buffalo, we are here in Albany. We are talking with the governor, talking with legislators, our elected officials, and telling them about the crisis that we have going on with mass incarceration. Currently, right now, people are dying on the inside. People are hopeless. In a violent situation, things that's happening in prison. So we're here to push our bills, Earn Time Act, Second Look Act, Margaret Mayfield Act, and we want our legislators to know that as constituents, this is what we want to see happen. These bills will transform prison culture as we know it. And so we're going to be talking to Jeremy Zellner. Hopefully we can catch him. Our majority leader, Christopher Peoples-Stokes, Bill Conrad. We need all of our Buffalo delegation to support. But we also want to show them that, look, we got hundreds in Albany right now. So we want them to see that the commitment that the community has and that it's okay to support these bills. We're not asking them just to open up the door and let people out. We want them to give fair, fast, and safe pathways for folks who've done the work, who are ready to come home and contribute productively. This is what real safety is. And this mass incarceration is reaching to our households.
Mm-hmm.
There's countless of people in Buffalo who have family members and loved ones who's impacted. And so this will give hope and help to them. So we want to, we're here loud and confident. I'm thankful for the pastor, to be here and supporting. And so we're going to, keep pushing to make sure that we get our folks home.
Amen. Anyone want to tune in on that real quick?
Yeah, can I actually ask a very quick question? This is Austin. I'm the younger guy in the booth, and I just have a question because I think that it's important for listeners to understand, not so much for myself. Can you help us understand why, when we fight for incarcerated individuals, we're really fighting for everybody?
Yeah, we fight for everyone because those incarcerated individuals is coming back to our communities, and they are right now connected to family and loved ones, right, who don't have hope. And what happens if we don't have hope, we don't have opportunities, people tend to make bad decisions. So ultimately, this is impacting our community. With bills like the Earn Time Act or Second Look Act, this will encourage people who's incarcerated to get those skills, to have good behavior, and be productive, because we know that translates to success on the outside. So I'm formerly incarcerated. I did 25 years of incarceration. And it was because of those programs that I was participating in, learning skills, learning a new way of thinking. And then now I came home and put all this stuff to use. So we want those same bills and incentives for folks on the inside.
Programs now.
And they cut programs. And we can't have that. We know that people are dying. Just in the last few weeks, 3 women have passed away in Bedford Hills. 2 of them was by suicide. So right now it's hopeless on the inside. And then you wonder why we have recidivism rates and things of this nature. This will undo all that. When you tell folks, do the right thing, we're going to support you, give you opportunities, and also work your way home, this is what people will do.
Give me your name again, brother. What's your name?
More incentivizing as opposed to punitive.
Give me your name again, brother. Give me your name again so everybody can know who you are.
Thomas Gant.
Hey, Thomas Gann, I'd like to touch
Yes.
that. Can I touch that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so listen, so Thomas, so
And so, what you say, brother?
yeah, so Thomas, so listen, so I just was speaking to a woman from a nonprofit earlier that deals with the people coming, the incarcerated men and women, and coming out of jail and transitioning here. We're about to do something in the very near future. But also, I need to let you know, because what y'all doing, I don't know if you've heard of Kenyatta Ricks, but Kenyatta Ricks is a man that went to jail. He was here in Buffalo. He was wrongly convicted.
Right.
He went to jail. He served 15 years, and they wind up getting him out. He's here in Buffalo. Well, he's back and forth in Buffalo right now with an organization. They work with Nzana Reeves, and their thing is not just to get them justice, but to get them paid and to get them funding and finances while they are in their pursuit to getting their justice if they have a real case. So it could be something we need to follow up on when you get back, and I can put you in touch with this man, because I'm telling you, he's helping Nzana Reeves get justice.
So, Pastor Tim Newkirk,
Go ahead. Yeah, I just want to thank
my elder Murray. You remember working with you yourself was on sensitive about the Robert Brooks case.
yes.
You know, he talked to the families and the brutal murder of Mr. Brooks, man, and his son is here today. So Murray, I told him a little bit about you. I'm telling everybody about how tall you stand, man, and how, you know, we've been pushing for that in Buffalo.
I'm a little
You know,
giant. in this thing.
since the Attica riots, man, the injustice, the mass incarceration. Our people have been going to jail for little or nothing and still incarcerated because they're getting charges while they're in there, where they have short sentences, but they make them long sentences because of inhumane conditions, man, and not proper having the interpreters, man, that speaks fluent Spanish and to be able to get those
Pastor
letters
Tim.
out. Man, this brother been at the front line, man. Him and Deacon Jerome Brown, Jerome Wright.
We said a
Man,
shouts
all up
out to
here.
you.
We got so many people here.
Go ahead, Jim.
Yeah,
Jim
Pastor
Tarver,
Tim,
real
I just want to thank Thomas Gant too. Voice Buffalo. We had the opportunity to travel with them back in
Man,
January.
yo, you should see him in person, man.
Okay, I
you know,
did see him
all
in
that
person.
listen on the
I just
radio,
want
man,
to thank
you know,
him
it's
for the
like I'm
work that
sitting
he's
next
doing.
to
Pastor
a
Newkirk,
celebrity right now.
preacher, you ain't preaching right now. I just
Hey,
want to thank him for the work.
I
But
know he
the
talked
people,
all the way down here,
the
too.
people,
You got
we trying to do that at
Ain't
Voice
no have no
Buffalo
ear
is gather the people together, and so that we can help community, not cages, bring more people to Albany and
Community,
pass
not
these
cages.
bills.
So go ahead. So with that being said, we had our mother. We want to give her an opportunity because Austin did line this up for mom to speak. Yeah, we just want to hear your point of view about what you just took in real quick. E equals MC. Yeah, I see it all on the page.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Because
MC.
women are a demographic that you support in what you're doing as well.
Oh, the demographic that I serve is I'm actually have a full cycle of supporting people who have launched businesses that call themselves founders that are working. But a lot of times when your businesses start to grow, especially as Black women, the reason we can't transform our businesses to be those $1 million or even I would say a couple $100,000 businesses because we don't have the infrastructure or we don't have the mental models to know how to navigate that like our less melanated community women.
Right.
So when we hear things, especially right now in this month of Women's History Month, so often they just talk about the gender, but they don't really talk about that women get paid 85 cents on the dollar compared to a white male.
Right.
Black women, it's around 58% on a dollar compared to a white male. Even though the data shows that we're more educated, we have more experience, we just don't have the network and we don't have the infrastructure to grow our businesses like other people. So my thing right now is helping these women create their businesses, but then plugging in with other women that could have community and networks to support each other so that they're all doing better. Because a lot of times for us, it's not that we don't have the skills, we just don't have the network. So having this is really helping them to get in the room with women that they don't normally get into. So I don't know how that relates to what you're talking about today,
it ties in.
That's me.
It all ties in.
It does relate because
This is where one of the ways it ties in, like we were talking and discussing. A lot of our incarcerated persons have arts and crafts where they're able to feed their family. A lot of these females have children on the outside, and they have family, they have their parents who's ever taken care of their loved ones, and they have that ability to create a workforce and a business and entrepreneurship while being in there, as well as the males. You know, as we already know how Valentino Dixon came home and his artworks.
And you know Valentino was on the block, Tim. He was on the block.
Yeah, I seen you talk to him about that too, Murray. And you know, people that have an opportunity to learn a skill, and that's where I don't believe really rehabilitation really has the ability to be in our people because we were systematically set up to be incarcerated for a profit. But either way it goes, the rehabilitation process takes place with this programming. So Murray, I know you got the show to finish doing. I'm gonna let you get back to it, but I just want you to tell the Queen CEO Sheila Brown. They call listening. Call Larry Little. Call the Bells Bosman. Oh, they gone. Let her rest in peace. Because she might have to put the radio station up and get us out because we protested and ran in the street.
Oh no,
don't put it on like that.
That's short like that. Back to the point at hand. We had Nate Boyd here. He wanted to talk about a couple of things. So you just heard from Pastor Tim Newkirk, calling Bishop. He is one of the hosts of the show here. Voice Your Opinion. This is what we do on Voice Your Opinion. We leave it open for anyone that could come in. Nate, as you was talking about some things, you wanted to touch on basis. What was that?
Okay, so a couple of things. I'm gonna be real quick. So first of all, people, it is imperative. It's very important. You BMHA residents or whatever that you show up tomorrow at 9:30 for that rally at 300 Perry. At 3 at Perry, because at 10 o'clock they will be deciding how they're gonna spend $1 billion, and it's supposed to be for you, concerning you. The fact is they have did a horrible job so far, and for the city to conclude that they are fine and they are okay to continue through another $1 billion after doing such a horrible job in the past 15, 20 years is very disturbing to citizens.
What else you got?
Where you ought to be there. Okay, that's the one. All right, now what else
Yes,
I got is
what else you got?
This is very
You
important.
came with notes and all that. You know,
Yeah, this is
I
very
want the
important.
Nate Boyd the real.
So
yeah,
guys,
you
so
know
I
it up
came,
and everything.
so I
Come
came
on,
about
look.
I came about the cookout that we've been doing downtown about the homeless situation.
Right.
Every Saturday we've been doing this cookout. We've been getting different businesses that contacted me about it, right, and spearheaded. It went from once a month to twice a month to every Saturday.
So let's go here. You talked about 171 Walden Street. That's what we left off on, and you were talking about that. And you was bragging about what? Give it to me what you was bragging
All right,
about.
what I was
Yeah.
bragging about was the continuity between those people.
I get it.
What I was bragging about was the love they show for each other. What I was bragging about was the fact that they all come and they shop at their own store. They don't need us for nothing because they got enough in themselves to spend in their store. The same thing I talked about us creating at the Central Park Plaza 25 years ago, walking around here with Antoine Thompson.
Yeah.
Okay, and so this is what we up against. We can keep on complaining. We can keep on getting mad when people go in there and promote them different stores, but we ain't doing it. What are we doing?
Is there property available for us to buy on that level?
I just went and saw a property yesterday at 300 Adams Street. She was also there. Okay, all those lots, the old church, there Adams. Listen, 13 lots in all of property available right now, shovel ready for different projects to be done. They want $400,000 for all of it. Why is it that we as a people can't get together and put that money together? Because you know the people we saw there, Mary. You saw the people we saw there, Mary.
Peckham and Adam.
Listen, they was there. You understand? Yeah. They was there and they were getting ready to buy, making out plans. They're going to close that deal by Friday. Now, this is the point. We always complaining about it's enough of us that we can do this, y'all. We need a lawyer. We need a lawyer to create a something where we can make bonds. We can make stock. But even we are the resource, man. All that money we spend in the community. Listen, if we was to take $100 and make $100 and make it 10 shares of stock. Every time you drop $100 to this pound, you had 10 shares of stock.
On the
and
table,
then when the time came,
hold on, here we go.
When the time came,
come on, brother,
then we could put that money together.
Because
we could buy us a big building, and then we could shop only at that building.
Okay, so let's get them. Here you go.
But here's the situation. Everybody wants to lead an initiative that they think that they know how to execute on. And one of the things that I see different in other cultures is when that decision was made, which was probably made years ago in the process based on relationships, and then you have people who have funding together.
Said.
But the problem is, and I'm not knocking our people, because the more I speak to different people, we are so hung up in a check-to-check scarcity mindset because we are making we're making chess moves. No, we're making checker moves, and they're making chess moves. So, for example, the reason that I see with a lot of Black people, they don't want to hear me. My son didn't go to college, but he has a job right now that people with masters and PhDs don't make that much money. Because why? He knows how to articulate value. Yeah. We keep going into student loan debt, Parent Plus loan debt. So you keep saying, well, we have money. We have money right now because we got a tax return because our tax filings are not correct. Not because we should be getting big tax returns, because you shouldn't. Right. We shouldn't. Right. So when you have people who are just trying to survive, it's hard to have the mentality when people are dealing with the land of plenty and they know how to fall in line. We don't know how to fall in line. So that's why there's 9,000 churches out there. You can't even get pastors to come together for one congregation, but you got millions of services with 5 people in the church.
Listen, 9,000 churches, right?
Yeah.
But guess what? You only got about 15 to 20 miles.
So let's go.
But when you only got about 15 to 20 miles, but guess what? Go around to them.
They're all packed.
Let me turn
20 of them.
Something.
All packed.
Now we know that Jefferson Avenue has a sign up when you go at the top of the hill. The top of the hill is John B. Wiley. There's a sign that says 316. They're going to start doing work on Jefferson Avenue. What that work is, I don't know. Probably heat up the street and lay asphalt back down and then get away with something. So the funding that was put there, so much money was laid out for Jefferson Avenue, and we have not seen any type of growth. But if you go on Broadway in their Goodyear, they put a building up in a matter of not even 2 years. And yet still when we do things, it takes us a matter of 10 years.
Who's we?
Well, I'm just saying the community.
That's the Black community. But yeah. Who is the we? Because they're we's, like you said, Ramadan is happening right now. Yeah. Any mosque you go to tonight is going to be packed with people eating together.
Especially on Bailey and
I even asked the question. I asked the one guy once, because I was buying. I said, I'm not trying to be ignorant. I want to understand, what does it look like? He said, we don't have an affiliation with a church. I can go to any mosque.
Right.
Because we all fall in line to whatever their belief system is. Just like Catholic people. They can go to different, but they can go to any Catholic church in the world and know what we're doing. Wow. We don't come together even with we all say it's the same Bible, but how it's exercised on Sunday is totally different.
The pastors that become brutish. When the Bible say the pastors that become brutish, they mean that thing. You understand?
So
I'm brutish.
So guess what, folks? Hold on. We're back. We're voicing your opinion. Telephone number 716-837-1112. It is that Valeria has been watching us on here. Valeria is one of those entrepreneurs that have done great works. Those arches that you see on Michigan Street, she put those up. When you walk into the Meriwether Library, those doors, that's her work, creativity, and I just want to send some shouts out to her as well. She is entrenched, even her son, just like you said with your son, and she's giving him the knowledge to move forward. So shouts out to her, to Mother Doyle as well, Dr. Doyle. We're going to be doing some things with her over the summer because she's getting up in age. We're going to bring the youth to sit on her front lawn and let her come out her door and tell stories. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get some respect like that. We got to start getting to our elderly folks that's locked in the house or not on Facebook and just give them the respect that they deserve, because we would not be here on this radio station if it wasn't for the elders that put it. Our Jim Andersons, our Ted Kirkland, that's, sitting in the hospital, you know what I'm saying? And people saying, well, he might not be all there, but he's there because we're speaking in his presence right now. And it's important that we keep this show up. That's why I want Austin to come back to the set, because you're always welcome here. You and your mom, because I need the energy. I need the flow of a Nate Boyd. I need the flow of a Jimmy Darby. I need the flow of a Tim Newkirk, so people can understand that this is not script. We get things done, and we're powerful in our community. We all have roles to take, and the leverage that we using, we're not putting it together the right way sometimes, Nate. Even with finances, you can say, well, we can put our $100 together, but really, some people don't want to put their $100 in a pot. They're scared that it might be successful. You know what I'm saying? But and you know what? It's just that. It is just that. If it was successful, we can buy back what we didn't own for the first place, because it was owned by Germans and all those other folks. And that's when we say the east side of Buffalo crossing the line. We have to understand that buy the lots, like you said. I heard you when we were over there at the church. You said you wanted the lot, and I didn't think at first. I said, yeah, buy the lot because we can build
Yeah, that's why
our
I
own.
build.
But if we don't go for the lot, try to go for the building, then we losing. Let's buy the lot first, and then we can build and go in that direction.
Well, I got some people. We trying to buy the whole package. If they come through, they want 400,000. We trying to maybe work on that. But then I saw so many people there. We probably
So now the price is gonna go up.
Yeah, it already started rising while we was there.
Emmanuel Temple
And
is
they
the
gonna
name
close
of
by
the church.
Friday,
It is
so.
Emmanuel Temple, and Emmanuel Temple. I went there growing up in that neighborhood. My family was there, and so Emmanuel Temple is a big establishment of black churches people don't know about. That's not just in the city of Buffalo, but across this nation. So you got a trump card if you go and talk to the right folks, because they'd rather give it back to the black community instead of letting it be firing out a different way. They don't want to see a building, and if they get those folks they're going to strip everything out of it.
Sure.
They're going to take the stained glass. They're going to take the pre-use.
Sure.
They're going to turn it into something now.
So,
and
Murray,
it's just the shell
would this
part.
fall in line with you, Mr. Boyd, with what you're trying to do with the tenants? Shouldn't the community be able to decide what happens to that building?
You know, absolutely. Listen.
What building are you talking about?
To the church that we
Well,
reference.
that community
Well, no, that's
is
a private
different.
owned.
That's,
Yeah, that's
private owned.
That's private
But
owned.
the community over there is mostly homeowners that's been over there over 70
But
years.
in order to put a reentry house in a neighborhood, you got to ask the community.
Oh,
No,
re-entry.
you said
So-
reentry.
So no,
So-
I'm just saying, if whoever buy that building, by it being a
Church.
a historical church
Yes,
that's been in our community a long time.
yes.
So should our community be able to decide?
No, they won't because
I-
it's private.
Not because of the privatization.
But you know what? I'll give you a
I
prime
understand what
example,
you're saying,
folks.
though.
Darius Pridgeon brought one of the churches from Seventh-day Adventist. That where his house is, that was a Seventh-day Adventist church, and now it's his home. You see what I'm saying? He converted that into his home. That was a church, but I'm saying to you, the community has letting it go this far without saying anything. How much you think they want to buy into it now when they don't let it go? And now they see them other folks not like us, like Lee say, not like us song, coming through, and now we like this. I seen them coming.
And
They
Groves,
was,
man.
and look, and they
There was so many of them.
they got briefcases with them already. They had briefcases because
It was shocking to see how many of them.
and they ready to make a cash deposit. See, a cash deposit out trumps finance department.
Murray,
Yeah.
I know we only got 10 minutes left. I
Yes.
just got to get back at you right
Yes,
quick.
sir.
Again,
Come on with it.
about that money. Listen,
Mhm.
about what I said about them dollars. Listen, all I said was we could put our money together and we could call it stocks of money. If we do not put our money together soon and start buying something, everything's gonna be gone.
Right.
Everything is gonna be bought up.
Right.
Listen, it felt like I was in a third world country when I was there, but it was beautiful. You understand? There was no ugly third world country. So wherever they came from, what they're doing here is incredible. We need to follow the example of love. That's what I'm trying to point out.
I got
We
you.
need to follow the example of putting our stuff together and spending with ourselves. Y'all don't want to spend there? Let's put our money together. Let's get us a big old building. Let's
Well,
get
look
us
what
some
happened to
land.
St. Anne's.
Let's do it.
Let's
Come
go there.
on.
Let's see what happened to St. Anne's.
Come on.
St. Anne's has been vacant, Jimmy Darby, for how many years? Over 50 years, right? Over 50
Where
years.
is that?
St. Anne's is on Broadway in Emsley.
Okay.
All of a sudden, it catches on fire. You see what I'm saying? Never been on fire before the school park. Never been on fire before. When they can't get what they want, then things happen mysteriously.
Interesting.
You know, we got a caller on the air. Go ahead, caller. Go ahead, caller. Turn your radio down, caller.
What we say?
Turn your radio down, sir.
We can't hear you.
All right, I was just telling Mr. Boyd, you can count on me.
For the dollars. He said for the money. He said for the money. Yes.
So they cash out.
No,
So-
we ain't cash app. We put money on the table. Cash app take away from it. Let's get out of that part. Am I right or wrong?
Hey, listen, I listen to you. Listen, brother, what I'm saying is we need to get some lawyers like John Elmore or somebody. I'm going to talk to John Elmore about this so we can try to establish this fund and set it up and start putting our money together
Yes.
for real, because it's going to be too late in a minute. I keep telling people it's going to be too late. Wait till that next property auction come up. Watch and see if you
Well,
be able
not
to buy
the property
anything.
auction. What about this right here?
Well, this
It's
right
happening
here, like
right
I said,
now.
it's happening right now. But I'm saying
Taxes
even then,
up. You
what's
see
going to
that,
happen
right?
at the next property auction when they buy up everything because they know how to put their
So
money
Austin,
together?
talk
y'all?
about that real quick to us. Let us know what's happening here.
Well, I'm reading it here with you guys, so please understand.
Yeah.
I'm trying to summarize it as I'm understanding, but
Yeah.
this is today. It literally is happening. Just happened.
Right
It started
now.
50 minutes ago in City Hall, room 902. And they're just talking about two main things. Number one, that there is a tax change for property taxes that is commonly called a 2% tax cap. The administration is expected to propose a much larger property tax.
Much larger.
How much, Nate?
Due to the
15%. I'm 18. I'm sorry, 18%.
18%.
18%.
Plus that 2%.
Yeah.
Plus, on top.
That's 20.
Well, it's the 2%. I believe it's actually 12% up to now. But they want to charge that. And like I told you, everybody that owns property, your taxes is going up by 100%.
Hold on. How long did Mayor Brown stop taxes from going up? And we all complain about it. Don't be mad at him, because he did stop it. I remember it was like on those State of City addresses, he said, our taxes were going up, and everybody was clapping. Everybody was happy now. Now we got a new administration in. Guess what happened, folks? We getting ready to pay that money back.
Well, it's a shocker. I'm absolutely shocked.
Yeah.
Listen, I was real excited about Brian. When I heard he was raising taxes by 101%,
Oh,
I can't even believe it. Are you kidding me?
What you mean you can't believe
I
it?
can't believe it because he's the housing man. He's the housing professional. He came in here. Listen, he won the election because people in housing thought that he was going to
hey,
change
you
the
all right,
condition of
Nate?
our
You all
housing.
right? Go ahead, Austin. Finish it off.
And then for the second piece that they're talking about is they're talking about 3 additional local laws amending articles, and I'm just going to read them, even if you're not familiar, but it's 20-3, 20-1, and 20-32 of the Charter of the City of Buffalo in relation to budgeting. And all it's doing is basically there's a 4-year financial plan that's expected from the city legislation, but that's going to be moved in the Common Council from April 8th to April 15th.
Hold on, Nate. Nate always shaking his leg.
What does that move do? What does that change in date do?
Listen, I'm sorry. I wasn't even on that. I'm something else. I'm going to let y'all forget.
What you said, Jimmy, over there on your phone? Finish it off.
I'm interested now. We might need to know this.
Don't hold back, Nate.
Go ahead, Mr.
Look, bust it out, because you a roving reporter. Facebook, we waiting on this.
Right, need to know this. I'm trying to listen. I'm trying to find something.
I know you're ready to. Look,
Wait a minute, y'all.
we showing love to Nate today.
No. Go ahead. Get somebody else. Just give me 1 second. Give me 1 second to pull it up for you.
So Jimmy
Give me 1
Diary,
second
let's
to pull
go
it up.
back to you. What do you think, Jimmy? We all owners own property in this room, right? How do you feel about it?
Well, my reference point was I'm just thinking that the community needs to get more involved.
You keep
with the
saying
sales.
community. What about you?
Because I mean, I'm part of the community
Your money.
myself.
Your money.
I mean, it's like I have a lot next to my house.
Yeah.
And I have to prove what I want to do with the lot. So why do somebody
You have
get
to come with a
in?
plan.
You got to have a plan. There's a lot that's been sitting there that I take care of,
Oh,
and the city don't
you
take
could
care
have
of.
intimate domain it like back in the day when people were doing that, right?
But
Got
I'm
it.
battling with the man.
I'm
next
ready.
door.
Got it.
All right, go ahead.
Got it.
Take it
Okay.
off.
Hold on. Let
Okay,
Jimmy
got it.
finish.
No,
I'm
this
done.
very-
Hold on, we almost done. Hold on, Nate. Go ahead and finish. Jimmy,
No,
I want him to finish this part. Go ahead.
I'm done. I'm just,
So what about the lot? You want the lot?
I want the lot.
Did
Oh,
you
you
come up
don't
with a
own it.
plan?
No, I don't own it.
Oh.
I'm working on a plan now. It's they reduced the prices of the lots.
How much is the lot? Because the lots was going for $1,000
That's what they
at one
supposed
time, because what happened was everyone bought up all the lots, and it was like, now we're going to make them available to low-income folks like us to go there. And Nate is waiting over it, bubbling before we go out there. We
Come
all
on.
go hurry up. Go ahead, Nate. Finish
All
up.
right, so listen. So now this is important. We got that meeting downtown. We just talking about it, right?
Yeah.
It's at 12 floor.
It's already
9
happening
12.
right
It's
now.
happening right now, right? But this is the thing about it. How many people didn't show up at that meeting because they had nowhere to park? How many people didn't show up at that meeting because they was disabled and didn't want to park far enough away? How many people didn't have a lot of money for them parking bills?
Okay.
This is why I'm telling y'all right now, we need to bring valet parking to the city of Buffalo.
Valet parking?
Valet parking to City Hall immediately. Now you go to Roswell Park and look at how it works for the people. They come up in there, they get their service.
Whoa.
Go to Buffalo General. We
doing
need valet parking at the City of Buffalo, because if we have valet parking, there would be 10 times as many people there right now.
So
There
guess
would
what?
be 10 times as many
Guess
people.
what, folks? We almost
Valet
out of
parking.
here. Valet parking. We
We
have
did.
brought Nate Boyd in here and turned it over to Austin and his mother, his lovely mom that came in here. Go ahead and finish us off, Austin.
Thank you. We appreciate the opportunity. We have to talk
Norfolk
about some real
Corridor,
things, and we always want to come in here and
Jimmy
speak our
Diary.
truth. So thank you. We appreciate it.
Yeah, so we're going to let you know when we coming back. We are on every Monday. Check us out. Voice your opinion. What do you think? Call in. Peace.
Peace.